And I forgot the microphone. Wow, it's over here. Hey, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching the replay of this previous live stream, check out the description down below for timestamps so you can navigate around and get to the places you want to get to the information. And I promise I'll have a microphone over here rather than over here. But anyway, if you're here for the live stream, I mean, let's do this thing. Hey, make sure you guys check out our channel partner, Supps. Go to gamersupps.gg and use code ZACH for 10% off. Keto-friendly, zero sugar, zero carbs, zero crash. I drink it to keep going, to keep myself energized. Check them out, gamersupps.gg. Use code ZACH, 10% off. We're going to get started right after this next one. my goodness. Where's the overlay? I can't believe I did this again. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. There it is. Oh, and where's the music? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's not the right music. That's not the right music. Wow, how am I not prepared? I had all day today to do this. Yeah, let's start with this one right here. There we go. There's where we start. How is everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well. Yes, this is the, let me tell you what happened here, okay? I had this brilliant idea for a side camera. And I thought, hey, I could use an action camera, a cheap action camera. But as you can see, the quality is not there. I've been testing this since last Thursday. I used this camera with, it's my hand. I used this camera with the private stream with some members and everything, and I was not happy at all. Now we have the iPad over here, and I know some of you are going to say to me, oh, it's not synced, Zach. It's not synced yet. And you're absolutely right. It's not synced yet. I'm not making fun of you. You're absolutely right. I'm still working on that. I think I found a solution. So, okay, so we have the iPad. We have the Galaxy Cam. I wish I could name it Galaxy Cam. See, the thing that bugs me about it is you've got this little blinking thing, and you can't get rid of it. You can get rid of all the other on-screen stuff. But anyway, we got the iPad. We got the Galaxy Cam. We've got the overhead cam. You guys can see here drinking some gamer Supps right there. Okay. And of course, we got the regular cam. How you guys doing? There he is right there.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get into this, see, I'm not even used to having all this set up. I'm knocking stuff around and everything. You guys can't even see what's going on here. But before we get into this, oh, where is it? I got to give a big thanks and a big shout out to our streaming sponsor here at Zach Talks Tech, StreamYard. If you guys want to stream, if you want to do what I'm doing here, check them out. You can actually use them for free. You can pay for different levels for a different quality, like 1080p, whatnot, different sources, whatnot. And we're actually streaming to YouTube tonight and Twitter. YouTube and Twitter. So you can do multiple sources. I've done up to like 5 or 6. It's pretty wild. But definitely check them out. Super simple to use. You pick a camera, you pick a microphone, and away you go. So thank you to StreamYard for sponsoring the stream. Check them out. Link is down in the description. All right. We're going to do our usual thing where we say hello to the people. The people are in the chat. So I hope you guys dig the different cameras. I mean, we had this last week. And this is the new one right here. And in case you're wondering what this thing is over here, Divoom sent me their Pixoo-Max, I think it's called. It's a huge LED screen, and you can put different pixel art and everything on it. They sent it out to me like, hey, do you want to check this out? I'm like, yeah. So you can do all sorts of really cool things with it. Right now I just have it so it's like responding to sound. So you guys can see as I speak, it moves. We got Andy Wong from Hong Kong. And of course we got the iPad over here. All right, who do we have? Who do we have here? And in case you guys are wondering, in terms of flavor of gamer Supps tonight, we're drinking, was it a strawberry? Yeah, this is a strawberry. I'm all out of dragon fruit right now. Good stuff. Check them out, guys. You guys know the link. Do it. All right. Let's see who we got here. Going through the chat here. First of all, thank you for all being here. You guys could be anywhere else but you're here. I have some exciting news about streams here and content. You guys are going to love this. If you like hanging out with Zach, if you like what I'm doing, if you like watching all the things I do and everything, you're going to like the announcements, the additions that are coming. Some of you may know. If you follow me on Twitter, then you kind of already know what's going on. But we got Genos in the house. We got Stephen D. And we got Don Coven and Snowman Can. Now these gentlemen right here, Genos, Stephen D., Don Coven, I'm sure there's more that'll come in. We got Tech for Your Needs. They have their names highlighted in green, which means they are channel members. And you can also become a channel member by clicking the join button down below. It is not required, but if you want to support the channel a little bit more, show a little bit of love, go ahead and do that. We do private streams for different levels. And of course, the first level, I'll follow you on all your socials and all kind of stuff. Of course, your name is highlighted. And if you guys have been watching the clips, then you know I've been taking your questions and putting you in the clips. So if you want to be in the clips, hey, channel membership helps. Definitely helps get the name highlighted. So does Super Chats. Absolutely. But not required. None of this is required. It's up to you. It's completely up to you. Going through the chat here. I see you, Steven. I see it. Fit Blonde Fitness, how you doing? Going through here. The Fred. He says, just got my S21 Ultra last Thursday. Love it. Love it. Now, you guys are looking at you guys are probably looking at the stream title tonight. And it says, Galaxy S21 Plus after 7 days. You're like, what? I thought it just came out last Thursday. Well, it did officially get released last Friday. However, my carrier let me pick mine up last Monday, like a week ago. So I've been using this now. Been using this baby right here for a week, full week. And I've got some thoughts and whatnot. But first I'm going to tell you guys about what's coming up soon. We got Alex Jackson in the house. Going through here. On the way to dance. Got my daughter Abigail is digging the intro. Awesome. But I also enjoy my 12 Pro Max. Hey man, I've got an iPhone as well. I like it. Ace Rockola. And I think that's so Snowman says, what do you think the syncing issue? So the syncing issue, it comes down to a frame rate thing. The audio, it's not that there's anything wrong with the audio. It's just that the frame rate on the camera is a little slow. So I have to add additional frames to make it a little bit faster. So I can definitely dial it in better, easier with the apps that I have on the iPad and the iPhone. However, with the camera, it's a little bit trickier, and I've been working on it. But I will get there, guys. You guys know how meticulous I am about details and everything. It will get there. So I do appreciate your patience. I know it can be a little distracting, okay? But hopefully, all the other shiny stuff happening behind me, including this Pixel Mini here. I was trying to figure out how to make this thing like do different graphics and everything. And then I realized there may be some copyright issues with different pixel images that are shown. So I have to really make sure I'm being careful about what's being shown on here. So tonight we just have the sound thing. I like it. My son really likes it. He's like, "Can I have that?" I'm like, it just opened the box. I just opened the box and you want it from me? I'll probably give it to him later. But for now, it's for the studio. It's for all you people. We got Andy Wong from Hong Kong. Alex is using the ATM. Awesome. Take out some money for me. Appreciate it. Ace. It's Ace rocks tech now. Oh, is Ace really rocking the tech? I'm going through a transition. You know what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay with transitions. It's all good. I'm glad you guys are here. All right. I have some exciting news. I keep on turning on this cam, the overhead cam. And like, we'll get to this when we get to the phone. You know what we're going to do for now? Like, this is my favorite thing. This is my Joker knife. You guys remember Joker? Right? Why so serious? We'll just leave that there. So when we turn on this camera, you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to dial this in. Boom. A little bit closer. All right, there we go. So check this out, everybody. Got some exciting news for you. So as you know, on Mondays, okay, so let me go through. I'm going to bring up the schedule here. Actually, I'm going to bring up the tweet. I'll bring up the tweet, which is actually this is actually a pinned post that I put up today. I'll show you guys this right here. All right, there we go. So I don't. Hopefully you guys can see that. I know it's a little bit small, but the new schedule is going to work like this going forward. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm going to live stream with y'all at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, stream with you 9:15 Eastern each one of those days. So the same time, 9:15 Eastern, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So set your schedule. Set your reminders. Okay, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so between those 2 days, I'll be releasing clips, at least 2 clips throughout the day, 2 or more clips from the previous live stream or from live streams in the past. Okay, so if you missed the full live stream and you kind of want the highlights or whatever, or maybe there's like a controversial topic or something like that, check out the clips. You know, you'd be doing me a solid if you did both the stream and the clips. On Friday, in addition to doing a stream with you at 9:15, there'll be a published piece of content. I don't mean a clip. I mean like a separate, like I sat down or a stand-up or whatever I was, and I did a separate piece of content like I used to do all the time. So you're going to get traditional content from me on Fridays, the streams on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and clips on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that leaves Saturday and Sundays open for possible bonus content or for me to breathe, which will be quite nice. So there is your new schedule. So basically I added on Friday. I added on a Friday stream and a Friday published. And what this allows me to do is go throughout the week, like Monday through Thursday or whatever it is, to work on that published piece of content. and get it nice and polished up, maybe make, some nice visuals and things like that, B-roll and everything like that, and then publish that. So that'll be sometime in the afternoon. And then the Friday stream should be somewhat related to that, or things that we've talked about during the week. Of course, all streams will be relevant to current topics that are going on within technology. So there you guys go. Pretty excited about that. So, and there she is right there. Purple Rain. We call her Purple Rain. You guys know that. Where am I going here? Where's my stream? So we got 18. No, so we got 21 of you. Got a bunch of you guys on Twitter watching right now. That's awesome. So it has been 7 days with the well, here it is. The Galaxy S21 Plus. Let me just I'm going to turn this onto the wide here for you guys. And we're going to go ultra wide. There we go. Boom. And we'll switch you guys over. Okay. So there she is right there. I have really I don't have any complaints about it so far, as I have some, I wouldn't even call them concerns, but I think things that some people should be aware of if they pick up this device. Okay. And these are good things, or, and it depends on your point of view of what you're looking for. So where do I start? Let's start with the camera system, because this past weekend, let me just, I need to add, I was in the middle of adding some photos here to an album. Here we go, camera samples. There it is, Galaxy S21. Okay, so if you guys were on my Twitter this past weekend and Instagram, you guys know that I posted some photos to Twitter of using this. I went out to Banff National Park this past weekend, and we took some photos, and I did some vlogging with the S21 Plus. I used a separate microphone, the Deity D3 microphone, and the images you're about to see here are all untouched, unedited, straight out of the phone. Okay? And if I could figure out how to share a screen again, I would. There it is right there. So this is a selfie picture taken. Everything's dialed in quite nice. You know what I noticed right away is that I'm not getting those intense Samsung colors like you normally would be used to, like the oversaturation. It's not as intense. It's still there, but it's not nearly as intense as it used to be. I got my daughter's bright pink jacket there. My son, myself, my beard was such a mess because it was cold outside. It was only -5 Celsius, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. But it was cold mountain air. It was a cold day. This right here, they went for a walk. This is actually a lake. This is using the 20 times zoom. And, if I were to post this to social media, it would look decent. Obviously, here on a screen, you're not going to want to print this. But I'll tell you guys this. The stabilization, whatever Samsung has done here with the software, I am so impressed. Because it was super, super stable. I just tapped on the screen to where they were walking, and you naturally shake, right? And it captured it. It's not blurry at all. Yes, it is. It is, obviously, you can tell it was taken using, a 20 times zoom. But it is really, it's really good. If I were to post this to social, you wouldn't know that was a 20 times zoom. Now, when you go to the 30 time, you definitely want to use a stabilization. You definitely want to use stabilization. So, I was very impressed with that. I do have other images to show you guys. This is just driving down the road. It was a bumpy road the whole way. It came out perfectly clear, kind of overcast day. It was completely overcast on Saturday, but still a beautiful day to go out, get out of the house, and properly socially distance and be able to enjoy the backyard that we have here in Alberta. So, again, normally with trees like this, normally with evergreens like this, and pine trees like this and everything like that, normally, and I think even Geonosis can speak to this, because he lives out there and he's used Samsung devices out, and he lives out in BC and everything where we have, like this. Normally pictures like this with a Samsung, the green in the trees would be really intense, and they're not. This is very natural. Frank says it right here. Looks very natural. I think he was talking about the last picture. But I am super impressed. They've tweaked some things. I'm so impressed. But anyway, Now, this picture was meant to be cropped. Obviously, I'll be cropping out the construction stuff here. But again, as you all know, when it comes to blue skies and clouds with a Samsung device, typically, the blues are like really intense, right? Yeah, Ace has got it right there. It's kind of got an iPhone natural type look to it, right? But you guys know, if you've ever used a Samsung device, you know that these blues are normally really intense. And this is exactly how it looked. It was just beautiful. So, again, really, really impressed. I took a picture of this funny looking cloud. So we're driving back. We're on the highway. We're going about 110 clicks an hour. And I just thought it was a funny looking cloud. And I was able to capture that photo. And you can see the sun right here peeking through the clouds because, again, it was very overcast. Yeah, or a yellow tint sometimes. You're right, Gino, so it's depending on the lighting. Exactly. So got that picture there. And then actually, I posted a different picture today of these mountains right here. I actually posted this one to Twitter today and to Instagram. There were no touch-ups at all. And again, from what you guys are seeing here in the stream, it does look a little... I mean, the edges aren't exactly sharp and whatnot. But again, given the distance, this is using a 10x zoom. On social media, if you go look at this photo on my Twitter and Instagram, it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So, I'm super impressed. Like I said, just with how natural the photos look and everything. Now, I do have another couple photos. Now, I did take some 8K video. Where's my camera? I'm gonna switch you guys over here. I did take some 8K video. Of course, I can't show you. I mean, I can show you guys here, but it'll be jittery when I'm playing it through on the stream here. So I'm not gonna play that for you guys. Now, I do want to show you guys this because I did post something I did post this picture to Twitter and Instagram. Now, full disclosure, this is one of the photos I took with the S21 Plus. This is an edited photo. Yes, I did bring up the structure a little bit. I brought down some of the I brought down some of the highlights and whatnot, and obviously brought the intensity a little bit on the blue. So this is a slightly edited photo in Snapseed. Okay, I just did it on the fly on my phone. Okay, here is the original. Okay, so here is the original. Here is the edited. So you tell me, do you like the original? Sorry, do you like the edited? This is edited. Or do you like the original? Do you like the original? Or do you like the edited? The edited one is slightly cropped in, as you can see. And the edited one, obviously, I brought up the lights and everything. Now, this is very pleasing. It was very pleasing, and it's very nice to look at on social media on your phone. Okay? So you guys let me know. Do you like the original here? Or do you like the edited one? You guys let me know. And I'm going to keep on going through and find you guys a couple more pictures here and whatnot. I'm going to switch you guys over here to this camera here. I did have a couple more. I had some trouble today adding these pictures to a folder. I'm not sure why Google Photos was acting really weird. Let's take a look here. Yes, okay. So here's a good example. This photo here was taken with, let me just share the screen here. This photo here was taken with a 10x zoom from the highway. And then, so that's a 10 times. And then that's a 30 time. Okay. So 10, then 30. 30 is the max. Ace says he likes the edited one. Edited one is much more crisp and clear. You know my vote. I think I know your vote, Gina. So I think you like the original. You're an original man. But anyway, that's a 30 time right there, guys. And then there's a 10. And again, this is in a moving vehicle. I'm the passenger. And I'm looking through the windshield. That's pretty incredible if you ask me. Like, I can't remember ever getting that kind of clarity. Definitely the 10 times is amazing. It's when you go beyond that, you definitely want to probably introduce some stabilization, like I said. And I had one other example to show you guys. Let's see here. I had one other example. Maybe it was the car one. Let me see if I can. This is a video, but I think it shows the different zooms. Let me just take a look here. Okay, yeah, this is the 4K video. Let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys what the zoom looks like real time. So I'm the passenger in the vehicle here. Let me show you guys this. Using the S21 Plus, okay? So I'm not going to turn the sound for this, but just take a look at the clarity. And again, it looks kind of... it doesn't look very smooth because it doesn't translate very well here on the stream. But again, this is handheld. And normally it would be just all over the place. Right? So I'm super impressed. Super, super impressed. Let's take a look here. I don't think I have anything else really to show you guys. I'm going to save the rest of the photos and the rest of the videos from that trip for a upcoming... Well, it'll be for the upcoming video on Friday. So Friday's video will be 10 days later with the S21 Plus. And it'll include the vlog footage and stuff like that. And, you know, I thought about releasing today. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Let's go through this chat here. Yeah, you guys don't want to look at that. What am I doing? Let's go through this chat here and see what you guys are talking about here. Where's my chat? So FitBlonde. Oh yeah, that's right. So FitBlonde did pick up an S21. So I think she picked up the regular one. That's awesome. The purple looks so nice in real life. Yes, it does, sir. To actual mountains. Yeah. I think some of this chat's a little bit old here. Wi-Fi cloud. Let's go through here. So Gino says, I don't know if you want to expand on that, but I think you do prefer obviously the regular, untouched kind of thing. And so am I. I'm usually like that. But you know how this social media thing works, especially with Instagram. You gotta spice things up sometimes if you just don't get the right look. And most of the time with most photographers, there's some sort of editing going on. You know, much more crisp. You're saying here, we got Doodle Xenos Info Opinion. Samsung photos with the tropical blue sky, just great natural. Looks a little flat. I mean, yeah. Again, it's all about a personal preference, right? What you prefer. What you're going to end up liking, what you're not going to end up liking, right? So myself, I like a bright photo. Like, a perfect example would be Moraine Lake here in Alberta. You guys have all seen Moraine Lake. I've taken pictures there. I'll be going out there again this summer, this spring once it opens up. The lake has this natural, intense blue to it. It really does. You don't have to touch up the photo at all, but there's lots of photographers that will touch it up and make it like really intense. And I mean, it still looks great and everything. So, hey. Sometimes the trick to photography is, sometimes it's in the edit as well, right? If you can't capture it the way you want to, then make it the way you want, right? Oh, natural. There we go. What happened to all the music? It's weird. Everything, like the world just paused for a second. That was really kind of weird. All right, so I'm going to give you guys some more thoughts on the S21 Plus here. Now, to reiterate, just so you know, this is the Plus model. The difference between this and the regular S21 is this has a 4,800 milliamp battery. This is bigger battery, bigger screen, glass back, okay? Which, in my opinion, doesn't make a big deal as long as, and again, we've talked about this before, as long as the price reflects it. I have no problems with plastic. It's when you start going through the roof with your pricing. And it's like, what? It's made of what? And you want how much for it? What? Hello, Note 20. I'm just saying, Sammy. But I think they learned their lesson. So, the exact same camera system, the exact same software, everything. Okay. The biggest differences between these devices comes when you look at between the S21 and the Plus, and obviously the Ultra. Okay, Ultra's got all the bells and whistles and the curved screen and everything like that. Let me just put this over here. Don't want to spill my drink. So a few things to be aware of if you're deciding to pick up one of these devices. First of all, And I think enough of you probably know this. There is no SD card slot support. Okay, you cannot expand the storage. So, you know, if you don't think you can deal with 128 gigabytes, which is the starting point, get the 256. And I'll tell you this right now, I took enough video over this past weekend where I kind of wish I got the 256. However, if I go with 256, then I have to go with a different color. This color in the Plus is only available at 128. And I understand why they did that, so that, you know, because they knew this would be the color that everybody wants to get. So they made it the most affordable. I just wish they made a 256 version. I was told by my carrier, though, that may change very quickly. And the thing is, I haven't found any other information out there that kind of suggests that. I also think he may be thinking about the regular. So we need to figure that out. So yeah, I'm not saying that I'm returning this. I'm absolutely not returning this. You guys are not going to get content here where it's like, I like it, and then I don't like it. I'm going to return it, and I've switched over. No, you don't get that kind of content here. No, that's not what happens. So, you know, this is my device. Like I re-signed with my carrier. You know, I re-signed for 2 years. I got a good deal. They doubled my data. My plan price went down. All that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm not going to be returning this. If anything, I'll exchange it for a bigger, like more storage. But right now, I'm good. Like right now, I'm at 40% out of storage. But keep in mind, I took a ton of video of this over the weekend. So if I could throw that video into the cloud, which I will, and then just remove it off of here, then we're good to go, right? Like I took a lot of 8K video. And let me tell you guys, the 8K video on here looks absolutely fantastic. How's the angle over there? You can't really tell the color from this angle here. And of course, when I bring it in, you'll lose it. You lose it a little bit. You can see the gold though. Love that gold. So like I said, you might be aware that there's no expandable storage. Second of all, and this isn't even something to be aware of, but it's something to be really happy about. I absolutely love having a flat screen again. I talked about this a few days ago during the last stream, everybody, where I used to have this issue sometimes where my palm would touch here on the curved edges, and sometimes it would register something. Like I would reach across to click something, and my palm would register like the next video, and it would skip a video or something like that. So I absolutely love having a flat screen again. Absolutely love that. The in-display fingerprint sensor, the ultrasonic. I mean, we all saw how quick it is. Oh, there we go, just like that. So quick now, right? Just touch, boom. Like, don't even have to hold it there. Just beautiful. Ace has a very good question here. I still have to play back the video, Ace, but I moved very slowly, again, handheld. But you definitely want to introduce some stabilization, because you lose some of the stabilization that's built into the device with the 8K. That's why I don't think it's going to be such a big thing for a lot of people. If you're just taking really quick videos at 8K, you want that detail, I can see why you want it. But like to film or to record like a 10-minute thing or whatever in 8K, I just don't think is... I'm not going to say it's not necessary. I just, right now, because of the lack of stabilization, it's not using all the sensors for stabilization. You probably want to make sure you're using a tripod or some sort of stabilization, right? And no matter, even if you think, oh, I don't shake, I can still, no, trust me, just the pulse in your fingertips and everything like that, it introduces a shake. So, I wish the S21 Ultra had a flat screen. Dude, so do I. But I wanted to align myself with the majority of people that are watching my content. And I went with the regular, and I'm certainly very happy with it. It's a very capable camera. Listen, we see this all the time, where the newest phone comes out, and it doesn't matter if it's from Samsung or from Apple or whoever. We see these phones come out, and they've got these brand new camera features and this and that. They'll have all these great features, periscope, this and that, EIS, OIS, all that kind of stuff. Listen, but if you're still bad at composing a photo, no matter how great the camera is, it's still going to be a bad photo. I've seen people use the lowest tiers of phones to take the most beautiful photos. So, more cameras doesn't necessarily mean, and more features doesn't necessarily mean a better photo. It will help you take a better photo. It's nice to have those extra tools, but if you're not utilizing the tools properly, then you got a problem. Frank says here, I would expect the 8K to take up a lot more space. Dude, it's crazy. Like, I took a 2-minute video and it's like I don't know, like 5 gigabytes or something like that. It's just insane. So I'll be going through that on my week review. 1 week later, or sorry, 10 days later video that'll come out on Friday with you guys. So did you any 8K? Yeah, so I did, like I said, I did a couple of bits here and there, right? Question from Ace says, was it the S20 that recorded 8K and it was really choppy? I don't recall, Ace. I didn't use the S20. I'm trying to remember the people that did get it. I don't remember off the top of my head, man. But I can tell you this, like it looks good. You definitely want to introduce stabilization. You want to be still. But the 4K and then like the different zooms are just is awesome. It really is. Especially with the photos when you go over to photo mode and stuff like that. So Geonosis makes a very good point. I wish my 12 Pro Max was narrow. Like that's the thing. So I can't even show you guys this because like this camera right here is the iPhone. So Geonosis says, I wish the iPhone, the iPhone 12 Pro Max was narrow. So you guys, if you've ever handled both devices, Samsung devices are purposely more narrow, just by like a couple millimeters or whatever you want to, however you want to measure it, and it makes them super comfortable and easy to hold. Like I've got big hands, and I sometimes find my iPhone, like you guys are watching this right here is an iPhone. This camera right here is an iPhone. This is the 11 Pro Max. I sometimes just find it a little too wide, and it's not because I'm using a bulky case. I'm using a nice thin Pataka case. It's just because of how Apple makes their devices to make them wide. They make them the wide boys. So, if that's a factor for you, definitely look into it. Another point I want to point out is, of course, the phone is not going to come with a power adapter, as you all know. But I've been doing wireless charging with this. So, I would suggest looking for a good wireless charger out there. Brands I can recommend would include Anker and Nomad. Been really good with that. Registering the different coils. Make sure you get something that has at least 2 coils in it for a wireless charger. And those are just kind of like I want to call them like red flags, but just things to be aware of. No SD card, expansion there, which really kind of sucks for a lot of people. The camera is great as long as you're utilizing the tools properly, and you make sure you're introducing that stabilization for those when you go 20 times, 30 times zoom. And it seems like the microphones are really good too. When I was testing this, I had the Deity D3 Pro. I don't even have it here. I thought I had it handy, but I was using the Deity. I was using a separate microphone, and then when I switched over to just using this, like I didn't have the mic plugged in. When I played it back, they both sounded great. So the directional microphone on here is really, really good on both the selfie and the rear side. Okay, so I'm again very impressed. When I do my video on Friday for you guys, when I bring it out, I'll make sure to indicate in the video like where the audio is being recorded from, like which microphone, whether it's the phone, excuse me, or if it's the D3 that's going into the phone. Okay, gonna go check out the chat here a little bit. He says he looked it up. All three S20s had 8K recording. There you go. I would have to definitely look back and see some of the footage on that. I never had a chance to use that device. Kiflon says, Zach, it's perfect for me. Sorry, where's accurate? The 21 is much more narrow than my 11 Pro Max. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I have 11 Pro Max here, and it's a crazy difference. Stephen D says, have you got any scratches on the screen yet? No, I haven't, and I have been somewhat rough with it. Like I work at home. You guys know how to do this, right? And I'm editing videos. I'm doing VO during the day, and then when I leave my office and this and that, I make a very good point to always put my phone in my pocket, because the hallway outside my studio here, the den here, it's all tiled floor. And if I drop the phone on there, it'd be toast. Done. Like it's not carpet. And then and I'm very conscious of where I put my phone. Like when I put it on the couch, I put it on a pillow kind of thing, like on one of the couches there. And I don't put it on hard surfaces or anything like that. So I have been somewhat rough. I don't put my phone face down on hard surfaces. I try not to. But this is using Gorilla Glass Victus. And I've been really impressed. I haven't had any issues, any scratches or anything like that yet. I don't know if you guys can see anything. You might see some smudges from fingerprints. But there's no scratches. Not that I've noticed. I would definitely notice right away because I had a really nasty scratch on my Note 10 Plus. So, by the way, everybody, welcome to February 2021. We made it. We made it. Oop. See, I've got this camera over here. I'm going to put the phone back there. And I keep on knocking things over. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, see, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy at all with this action cam here. So whatever camera I get for here, it's going to be better than this. But this was the idea. I wanted something at like level for showing off product and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyway. Gonna go through the rest of the chat here. Gino says, anything tech exciting happening in February? Be honest, Gino says, I was kind of mapping that out today myself. I was kind of mapping out like what's coming up and everything. And like I know of a couple things, but I can't say. I probably said too much already. I'm probably gonna get in trouble just for doing that. So, I mean, there's things always happening. It may not be of interest to you. So, I keep on going to that camera there. So yeah, there's things. There are things. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Don't even DM me, man. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna. Oh, okay. Oh man. Oh yeah, there you go. The Mario themed Nintendo Switch comes out next week. There you go. You know that iJustine will be all over that. Yeah, you know what? There's actually quite a few things from a few brands that I know of, Geonosis, accessory wise. There's quite a few things coming out, so it should be fun. A says he's talking about the camera here. Does it flash the battery like on camera 3 because it's plugged in? So if it wasn't plugged in, it wouldn't flash. Either way, something would be showing there. Either way. So, but the funny thing is if I crop in this, like if I tell StreamYard to crop it in and make this square, it would cut this off, but you wouldn't get the wide angle. So, yeah, whatever camera I get for here, I'm going to make sure, you know, it won't do this kind of thing. The hope and the desire was to use a cheap action cam. Now, I'm sure there's other action cams out there that wouldn't have this. But I purchased 3 over the last couple of days to test this out. And I'm just tired of testing out action cams. Plus the light is a little bit low. I'd have to definitely introduce another light here over the desk. So it is what it is. All right, people, I had some other notes here. I had a couple of things I wanted to go over. Let me take a look here. Here's a good example to show you guys. Nope. I'm going to save that one for the video. We'll save that one for the video. We'll save that one for the video. Here we go. Nope, not that one. Was it this one? Let's go back here. No, I'll save that one for the video. I have so many great picture example things I want to show you guys here, but I'm going to save them for the video. The mountains are such a cheat code when it comes to stuff like this. Gino says here that there's an iPad event happening soon, but I don't think it's February. I think that's March or April. I don't know if it's Q1 or not. Gino says. That's definitely a Renee Ritchie question. Renee, if you're there. Yeah, I think it's March as well, man. We'll definitely find out soon. So, in terms of battery time, in terms of screen on time, I can't give you an exact number, but I can tell you this. I'm unplugging around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting till about 4 or 5 until I hit about 20%. And then I plug it in for a half hour using whatever fast charger I have, and I'm topped up for this in the night. So I think that works out on average to about 6.5 hours, maybe 6 3/4 of an hour on screen on time, which is really great. The standby time has been absolutely terrific. There was actually one night where I actually forgot to plug it in, and it only depleted by 3% overnight. So that was over the course of 6 hours. Wi-Fi and everything like that connected. One thing I do want to show you, I did some speed tests because, as you guys can probably see, you may have seen on some of my screens, I am on a 5G plan now. I am on a 5G plan now with my carrier. And I don't want to give away too much information because for privacy reasons. Give me a second here. I'm just going to turn airplane mode off and go to my results. I can't remember. Okay. This works out good because this okay. I can show you guys this. It does not show my carrier's name here. Give me a moment here. Of course, I had it in airplane mode, so all these notifications are coming through here. Oh, what's the hockey game score? Anyway, so I did some speed tests here. Excuse me. I did some speed tests here on 5G, and I'm gonna switch you guys over here, and I'm just gonna change the angle here a little bit so you guys get a little bit closer. All right, so I did some speed tests here. Oh, let's just tap that. Starting, I guess the last one I did was on the 30th up here. You see 5G. This is out in the suburbs, so I basically live on the eastern edge of the city. But 275 down and 60 gigabytes up. What? But the 445 was when I was closer downtown. The 616, I was right downtown. Now, we don't have the same sort of 5G bands here as you do in the United States here. But this is what we're getting right now. Now, of course, you can see the Wi-Fi speeds over here. I was testing a buddy's Wi-Fi. But I am not... I mean, 6.7... I mean, I get better than this with my Wi-Fi at home. 612 down and 64 up. That was downtown Calgary. So, 5G is here, but it's just... Honestly, I think I got faster speeds with my... with the LTE before the 4G, right? Again, we don't have the same sort of bands up here as they do in the United States. So, it's still being worked on. But that's my initial testing right now with the 5G speeds. Again, I haven't done a whole lot of testing. I will be doing more, so we'll see what happens. Just going to go through the chat here. See what else you guys are saying here. Gio says, I should try finding 5G. It says my area, I guess, the same speeds as my LTE, though. Yeah, so, dude, like, where my carrier is, where I picked up the phone, those were some of the speeds I was getting. And I was like, what is this, dude? He's like, he goes, it's 5G. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not like what everybody's promising. And then again, I think back to some of the advertising and everything that my carrier's been doing. And they still, talk about being the fastest network in Canada, but they've never really boasted about blazing fast 5G like how you see in the United States. So, the infrastructure is getting there. I think what they're doing is they're just laying the basic, type of antenna work that we get here in terms of speeds. Like, again, we don't get the same sort of bands up here as they do in the United States. And then maybe they'll roll out the faster bands and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see. Is OnePlus still in business after the FE? Oh yeah, dude, they have their fans. They have their fans, man. They have their fans. Going through here. Yeah, the US can keep their silly wave. Dude, it's fast though, man. Like if you get in line with it, but as soon as you put go behind a tree or turn a corner, I mean, it's questionable. Again, I'm not trying to downplay 5G, but this is just the realities. But again, I mean, everybody's putting 5G modems and antennas in their devices, so you really don't have a choice. It's unlike maybe last year or the year before, if you went for a 5G device because you thought it'd be faster. The fact is, like, here we are 2 years later, and yay. Right? So, anyway. Going through the rest of the chat here. Frank says, still very good. Much better than my regular LTE when out and about. Okay, so again, you need to look at your area and the coverage and everything like that. It was funny when I was looking at the 5G coverage. It was telling me, like, the fastest, Calgary, whatever. It doesn't matter if you're in Calgary. But as I got closer to downtown, it was definitely much faster. It was non-existent as soon as I left the city. As soon as I left the city the city limits, it was gone. And out where I live, I mean, I'm here in my basement, and sometimes it kicks in. So, and here's something nice though. Because I know some iPhone users had this problem with the iPhone switching back and forth between LTE and 5G. That would deplete the battery because it's constantly looking for that signal. The selection choice on the Samsungs, it says 5G, LTE, 3G, 2G, right? So it has all those picked, or you can pick the next one down with just LTE, 3G, etc. I'm happy to say that even though it's always looking for the best or the 5G, it hasn't affected the battery. Like, it hasn't affected the battery like the way I thought it would. I thought for sure with the constant switching and the looking for the signal that it would affect the battery. They would deplete things, and it hasn't. So I'm pretty happy with that. Fiplon says 5G in my area is awful, but I'm in the Chicago suburbs. Yeah. So you and I are kind of in the same situation, right? We're both in the suburbs, right? Gino says, I mean, if someone were looking for MMA wave, would it make sense to have it at stadiums, airports, etc.? Why are they even going out in a crowd like that anyway? Exactly, dude, right? It makes sense, like, for example, at a stadium, for an event like that, to have that accessible for people, right? Because it accommodate more devices. But obviously, with the way things are right now, you don't really want to be around crowds and everything. So, Steven sees any news on when Samsung will be saying the 21 Ultra? No, nothing yet. I'm going to touch base with my PR rep, my Samsung rep, later on this week. But excuse me, I've got so much planned already with the S21 Plus so far. I mean, I've got cases and things like that coming. I got a bunch of special accessories coming for it, things I want to show you guys. So I've got lots of content coming for the S21 Plus here. But when I get the Ultra, you guys will know about it. Definitely, you guys will know about it. I'm intrigued about the camera shootout with the 21 Ultra. I'm planning on mounting both phones, the 21 Plus and the Ultra, side by side on one of those mounts that I have, and taking the same photo at the same time, like just point and shoot. I'm really intrigued to see like how different they are. Like there really shouldn't be a lot of difference, even though the Ultra has that extra lens there, right? So I'm gonna switch you guys over here. Boom. All right. No, dude. No. I wonder if they would notice. I wonder if they would notice. Frank says, I keep my iPhone 5G auto and it seems to work out well. Yeah, so remind me, Frank, I think you said you have the 12. But like I know, for example, when I was talking like Jason from Painful Analyst Tech, he knows that some battery depletion with his device always searching between LTE and 5G. So he says here, yeah, I've not left my iPhone on auto 5G on my iPhone and turn it on LTE right away. There you go. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about this because I've read the articles and everything today, and actually I'm gonna bring up. I replied to an article from Android Central from Daniel Batter there. So here's what's happening. So let's switch things up here a little bit, okay? Because you guys know I've talked about Stadia and everything like that. Let's talk about Google Stadia. Let's talk about what's happening at Google Stadia. This makes me really nervous as a consumer and somebody that purchases or has purchased Stadia games in the past. And it's really kind of disheartening. So I'm going to share the screen here with you guys. So Stadia Games and Entertainment is shutting down. Let me move that out of the way. Shutting down changes focus on partnership with third-party teams. So the gist of this is this. They're no longer going to make games themselves, like the Stadia. There's no more Stadia team to make games. There's 150 developers that are now out of a job, even though Google says we'll find jobs for them. They have no jobs, and now they're going to depend on third-party teams to make games. So what that means is, the Activisions and the EAs out there and everything like that, third parties to make games. And this really makes me nervous because, like, I got the free Stadia Premiere pack, the controller and everything like that back in, when was it, guys? It was in November. It was right around when Cyberpunk came out, right? And I was like, this is awesome. So I bought Cyberpunk, and I got another Premiere pack. So we actually have two controllers here. We have a nice white one. We have the green one. The green one looks cool. And it's been awesome. Like, I've had a really great experience playing Cyberpunk and Orcs Must Die, and there's a Monster Jam thing on there and everything. And I also got what's called the Stadia Pro subscription for free until I think February 12th. It's like $12 a month, and you get a bunch of games for free, like Hitman. And there's some really good titles in there. I've never experienced any lag, any slowness, or any, you know what I mean? It's been a good experience. It feels like a console. But then I read about this today, and it's like, what? Right? So, like, how am I supposed to keep my faith in a company to continue supporting the system when they won't even support it internally? Right? And unfortunately, Google has a really bad reputation with killing off projects and things like that. There's whole websites dedicated to listing the things that Google has brought in, and they bring in these great things and they're gone. Right? It's just, I don't mean to be dramatic about this, but it really sucks because this is really good. Now, yeah, so Gino says, yeah, so Stadia Game Studios are shutting down. Yeah, so it's just the internal team, like themselves making it. Now they're going to worry about third party. Well, how many third parties are going to jump on to a company that just, boom, right? So here's some of the highlights. Stadia Games and Entertainment Stadia Games and Entertainment is Google's first party wing of development teams for Stadia. Stadia Games and Entertainment is being shut down with head Jade Raymond leaving the company. Now, Jade Raymond has actually been in the industry for quite a while. If you look up her name and everything like that, she's been in the industry for a long time. And she's leaving. She's jumping ship. The focus is now on Google partnering with third-party developers for Stadia content. Well, how confident are you going to be as a developer, when this happens? So, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
What? Did you guys just hear my Google speaker talk? That was weird. Anyway, hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had to mute so I could say the keyword and then make her stop. So anyway, I'll leave a link. What I'll do is I'll put this in the chat for you guys. If you guys want to read this article, you can go ahead and read this. But yeah, I mean, how much confidence does that give you as a consumer in the product and everything like that? So anyway, hey, oh, look at that. We got a new channel member, Mr. Ace Rockstech. This one's for you, buddy.
Show me the money!
Oh, and one more time. How come the button's not working?
Oh, yeah.
And there we go. And one of these.
All right.
And one more time with Tom.
Show me the money!
And I love this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Ace. Appreciate you the support, man. Love it. Now, channel members, I added on another emoji in there that you guys can use. That's only the members can use that. And I added on another color for people that support up to 12 months. So you get see the different logos besides different people. Like, for example, if you look at Geonosis, he's got the white one there. I think that's for like 3 months. Frank's got I think that's for 4 months. Frank's got there. I can't remember what the colors are. But there's a new pink one that I just added in stuff like that. So yeah. So I added some new things. I mean, if you're going to be a channel member here, I'm not going to go with just the default things that are built in. Let's spice it up a little bit, right? It's nice that they give us that customization. Thank you again, Ace, one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that. Don Kovac says, yeah, when they're giving me a controller with the Chromecast, I should tell you right away they're in trouble. I don't think it's in trouble. They just want to get people on board, Don. It just really sucks because, like, I bought Cyberpunk, and I was thinking about buying some other titles, and I was actually thinking of keeping and paying for the Stadia Pro monthly thing because my kids play that along with the PlayStation 5, but now it makes me rethink, like, no. Like, I don't know where this is going to go. You know, if something happens with it, hopefully another company will pick it up or something like that. But, you know, I truly believe that cloud gaming has a real future. Like, I don't think I don't think consoles are going to be around much longer. Like, especially when you look at like the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5, where you can go all digital. Sorry, no, Series S, or you can go all digital. I think it's the Series S. It's one of those, right? But obviously with the PlayStation 5, you can go digital or with a disc, right? You know, the disc costs less. You just download the stuff where you go, right? Now, obviously, I understand if you're a disc collector or if you're in an area where maybe you have a cap for downloading games and everything. I understand that. I understand why you want the disc thing. But I really think the future for gaming is cloud and no discs and everything. Look at what happened with the music industry. I mean, we used to buy tapes and cassettes and records and CDs like crazy. Now, vinyl's made a recent resurgence. That's a little bit different. But like, how do you get your music now? You just stream it. Spotify, Apple Music, right? You can stream your games. Like, and anybody that thumbs their nose, anybody that goes, oh, cloud gaming, Stadia is not real game. Dude, those people have not played Stadia. Like, I've done every type of game on there. I've done PUBG, and I've done some fighting games and one-on-one. I've done, like, and there's no delay. Yeah, the controller is kind of generic and everything like that when you compare it to like a PS5 controller. But it's fun, dude, man. You just plug that in. Boom. Nothing to download. That's why Cyberpunk is like darn near flawless on there. So yeah, just kind of upsetting to read that today about the Stadia thing, especially when I was getting into it, especially when I was really like, you know, I was telling you guys, like, check it out, right? And now it's like, okay, well, now you question it, right? Fit Blonde loves her Stadia. Exactly. She's telling me about it all the time. Technology. Wow, I can't even speak. Technologically challenged. Why can't I speak today? Holy cow. Stadia is a good... I'm sorry, man. Stadia is a good concept. The problem is Google. Streaming movies was never an option, but then boom, happens. Same with music. Games will follow eventually. Yeah, like, I actually own a ton of movies through Google Movies. I always talk about this, guys. I hate this song, how it comes up. I always tell them not to play, but there it is. Yeah, I own a ton of movies through Google Play, and I remember when it first came out, it never caught on, and then streaming movies did, and now I own a ton on there. Like, I recently bought Godzilla King of the Monsters because I wanted to see it before the new King Kong versus Godzilla comes out in March. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be so awesome. But yeah, man, I hope it does follow. I just hope that Stadia doesn't disappear, but it would really suck, man. Like, here they are early on it, and then we'll see what happens, right? Don says, I think the Surface is super cool and works great, but how many people have the connection needed to make it as solid as you talk about? Okay, so in regards to that, Don, I was playing it perfectly smooth with 600 down and 20 up. 600 megabits down and 20 up. And keep in mind, it's not always a consistent 600. Sometimes it was like 620, 520. Sometimes it would dip to 400. And sometimes I would average around 15 up. And I still had no issues. Now, I am currently a gig down and 100 up. So 1,000 megabits down or gig down and 100 up. And it's working. It's again perfectly fine. I don't know what the minimum requirements are, but again, when I was at 600 down and 20 up, I was perfectly fine. Rocksmith said, I linked my controller to my Chromecast, so now I just press the Stadia button and it boots like a PS5. Dude, it's amazing, right? Like, it's so quick with that, right? It's so quick. Just call me a Kazi. I'll try to remember that, man. I don't know why I couldn't say the word technology. It's not tech. You know what it is? I want to say technically. It's not technically, though. It's technology. Oh, okay. My goodness, I'm sucking tonight. Wow. Jeepers. It's a live show, folks. This is why we do the live thing. Don says, I'm happy to give 40 down when I'm where I'm at. There you go. Oh, man. So anyway, folks, going back to the Galaxy S21 Plus. Again, not a lot of complaints. I'm concerned about storage space right now, and we'll see how things go. I do have time to possibly go to a larger storage size. However, I'm going to make it work with the 128s. You know, I barely passed 60% on my 256 in a year and a half. And like all my photos and everything, of course, going from the Note 10 Plus to this at 256 gigabytes, the 256 gigabytes doesn't transfer over. It's all cloud, right? So the only things that are physically on here is what I've taken so far. So I think if I just remove some of that 8K stuff and just put it pure cloud. Anyway, dude, I deserve that. I deserve that. I deserve that. Oh, man. Okay, I had a couple more notes here of things to talk about tonight. If you guys give me a moment here, I'm going to find those notes. I should have been more prepared, but I'm not. I don't know why. Again, it's a live show. You guys know. Set your reminders. Again, next stream is Wednesday and then Friday again, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, you guys are going to get some clips from this show. There might be clips from a previous thing. I think I have a couple of clips from last week I'm also going to mix in there. But those clips aren't just clips. They're just not, it's not like cut, here we go. Like I'm adding in graphics, I'm adding in B-roll, I'm adding in overlays and things like that. Okay, I'm also making those videos 2x1. So if you have one of these new devices, like the S21 Plus or any of the Samsung devices at all, you get this nice full screen. Like it takes up the whole screen. It's not a 16:9, it's a 2x1. It's really awesome. To be specific, I'm formatting 3840 by 1920. So it's really quite nice. Yeah. You guys need to stop it here. All right, I'm gonna pick our new guy. I believe you've been here before. Technological challenged. Stupid, so stupid. Not you, me. Why can't I say that word tonight? I need you to make a decision, sir. Oh man, I need you to make a decision. Don't listen to the chat. You have to make this decision on your own. Do you want the water driveway or the robot? Do you want the water driveway or the robot? Water driveway or the robot? He's like, what are you talking about? What's this guy even talking about? The water driveway or the robot? I bet you he kind of pieced out because I messed up his name. Frank's got the emoji there. Good to go. Technologically challenged. Oh, I said it. I said it. I said it. Okay. So he wants the robot. I say it right, and then. Oh man. Okay, everybody. I'm here till you say my name. Oh man, I'm glad. Okay. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are all here tonight. I appreciate all your faces. Thanks again. I will catch you guys all. What did he say? He said he wanted the. Hold on. He wants the robot. See, I can't even remember something that happened 10 seconds ago. All right, take care. Cheers.